and Pavelski. They're not really helping us out on that one. We're getting into this game. We have Pavelski back over onto the Val, moving away from the roll. Don't know what that side signature was. Maybe he's just feeling something that
zesty
didn't manifest itself. Maybe he was just making sure that button worked.
Oh, zesty means something else nowadays, doesn't it?
Does it?
I don't know, man. The kids keep changing words. Like goon.
Yeah, okay. Marker over on the Olgram, a regular EU pick, a regular twos pick as well. Rayzox coming in with the Chun-Li. When's the last time I saw Chun-Li? It's not rare. I'm just trying to remember.
I definitely saw it last doubles when I was here.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
And Sarme's over on the Koji. Don't see a lot of Koji these days. Occasionally, it's like the Acno pick. That's usually the one you see making it into bracket. Okay, a lot of chaos over on the left side. A little bit of interruptions there. Recovery's getting interrupted. But everybody ends up making it back until that neutral signature. The weapon toss into the GC down heavy was a nice choice from Rayzox, even though it didn't instantly lead into a KO.
That's actually a crazy start here, too. I mean, the fact that you're immediately going up 6 stocks to 4 in terms of, team stocks here is actually really scary. It definitely goes to show that Rayzox and Marker are out here to play, and they're definitely feeling good right now. You can definitely tell with the way they're playing, because not only that, but they're extending these stocks pretty well. We see Marker go down, but Rayzox still living.
Delay recovery, enough to KO, just barely had enough on that to KO in that top left corner. That could be the hang-up sometimes with the bow specifically, is if you're really looking for those recovery KOs, those diagonal upward KOs, it takes a lot of damage to get your opponent into that blast zone. It's the furthest away blast zone you can possibly send your opponent.
Yeah, and actually what kind of started off as a bit of a rough start here for Sarme and Pavelski. All right, we're starting to make a bit of a comeback here, but of course, as soon as I say something, Marker and Ray just doing a really good job of just maintaining this lead here. Okay, great pickup for Sarme. And actually, this isn't looking too bad now. They can find a way to get Marker out of here.
Marker was so close to getting hit by that ground pound, but he stopped his momentum just in time and even threw his weapon up a little bit in case the ground pound was actually going to make contact with him.
That was actually a really slick air dodge earlier from Sarme when they were off stage, and Marker was looking to close that one out. Oh my goodness, they're all up there. That's terrifying. Okay.
Oh, was that a bait ground pound from Sarme? Or did he actually mean to go over the corner and ground pound Marker? Marker does lose the stock very quickly, so it's not going to be too much of a problem for this red team, but they do have to be careful. Both of them in the orange for sure. Rayzox is in the orange as well. Neutral light sends Pavelski into the red.
Oh, this is definitely really coming down to the wire. Sarme almost able to take out Rayzox off the top there. Just a little too much health left. Oh, wait, there we go. That was a 2v1 scenario. Pavelski, there we go, following right behind. And, I got to hand it to him because while Marker and Rayzox, like I said, started off really, really hot, and they've kept it consistent. I don't think they lost the lead at any point in time. I mean, Sarme and Pavelski, they did a really good job of hanging in there. However, it seems like with Marker and Rayzox, like I said, they're staying consistent with this lead. It's almost seeming like one of the situations where you can't allow them to have this hot start, because if they get that hot start, they're just not going to let it go. And I imagine that momentum's going to carry over to the second game here, so we'll see how it plays out. It's looking a little tough, but I believe.
I would definitely agree with you on that, because typically, because of course a DC is a wash, we're going to pretend that this game didn't happen because it is within the first 10 seconds. But specifically, that game one momentum, I feel like that's one of the places where a player like Pavelski really excels.
Yeah.
Because he comes out of the gate and he's grabbing you, throwing you over the edge, continuing that edge guard, pressure, and then he ends up winning the game off of that. And then if he goes on to end up losing the set overall, it's like that first game momentum eventually got knocked out because he did something silly, got maybe a little bit too reckless, maybe had a misinput, maybe misjudged a read the wrong way, or just got outplayed. So the fact that they don't have that game one momentum is rough. We're real? We're real and true. Okay. All right, cool. We are actually in the game here that you can see on your screen. We're about a minute into this one. We have one stock lost on each side. Rayzox got to be careful. Actual complete full rotation for the red team over to the right side before Pavelski moves over to the left.
All right, kind of taking stock here. I mean, Marker could potentially lose his stock very soon. They are very deep in the red. I don't know if he hit his teammate or if Sarme was the one that closed it out, but I just realized that's Rayzox down 2 stocks. Marker's still kicking. Now, I mean, we have even stocks across the board, but like I said, Marco should be blowing up very fast soon, as we can see flying to the top. Just no way you're going to be able to survive that. And now we got Sarme and Pavelski with a small lead here. It's very small, though. It could maintain. I don't know. It really depends, because Marco and Rayzox have been playing hot.
Let's see if they can get this stock off of Sarme to even things up here. I was worried that the game was going to, like, run away. And the red team was just going to completely take a massive lead and go with it. And our game 2 was going to be looking like what we maybe expected in game 1. But no. Blue team's done a great job of staying in this one. If they can get this stock off of Sarme, they're in a solid spot here. Like, it took a little while to actually get that stock off of Sarme. And now they have the combo here, putting Pavelski into the orange. Potential edge guard onto Sarme, and early stock loss would be huge. The recovery from Pavel is a major saving grace for the red team.
Okay, I was about to say, there was definitely a few scenarios there where Pavelski was actually the reason, I think, why Sarme lost the stock earlier, but also, like, almost didn't recover that last stock. So Pavelski's really got to dial it back just a little bit. Like, I understand, you know, I love what you're doing. I love how you're aggressive off stage, but you got to make sure not to hit your own teammate as best as possible. But I ain't got to tell you that. And as you can see, okay, beautiful stuff. They get Rayzox out of there. Now we got a 2v1 scenario. Again, Sarme's probably going to be taking the backseat here, right? Doesn't want to get too far involved. Pavelski to be taking the lead on this.
He's sitting there in the front in pole position. Nice weapon toss, kind of breaking up the pace a little bit before going back over to the wall. 2-piece from Pavelski, 3-piece. Ending with that recovery. There's the sidelight. Nice 2-piece from Marker. Almost picked up the recovery. Even hit that one as well.
Yeah, you can definitely see Pavelski and Sarme, oh God, doing a great job just switching back and forth so they can position themselves correctly. And that was a nice little combo, racked up some decent damage, wasn't gonna be able to take out that stock, and they are looking for it. But man, Marker is just surviving for so long.
He's definitely making this work. They were looking for the 2v1 combo. That seemed to be their win condition. And then once they hit that and they weren't able to close it out, then it was just like, okay, we're throwing hitboxes. It's hitbox time. Hitboxes are on sale, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 1 special. So let's just start throwing those out and hope the stray hit will make a connection with Marker. Like there's the D-Sig, which was like a good placement. Didn't have the right timing for it to make a connection.
Right. But, I mean, hey, they were able to find a way to finish that. And, I mean, thank goodness, because that was just, like, they needed that. Because if Rayzox and Marker took that second game, like, I don't know if my belief is, you know, really good for them to keep going. But, you know, they hung in there. They closed out the game. They did exactly what I needed them to do for me to be happy. And now we see if this continues to go on. Rayzox and Marker running it right back to Fortress of Lions, too.
So in case the viewers at home didn't happen to catch the graphs, I'm looking specifically at Rayzox's graph. Ooh, potential get off the top. No. Sarme is still wanting to be up there, landed on the soft platform, but wasn't able. Now finally getting back to the main platform. But Rayzox's second stock was really, really, really short. It was like 1/6 of the game. And when you have 3 stocks, you want to be spreading them out. Kind of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So it was like half as long as the stock is normally supposed to be.
Yeah, the ideal scenario for sure. But yeah, they definitely went down very quickly. And I think that was part of it was due to probably, I think, some misplays from Marker too, because I think that second stock might have disappeared. Oh, beautifully played on that one. But I do think Marker might have gotten that second stock out of there, going for a ground pound and accidentally hitting their teammate.
Ooh, nice little hesitation and then waiting on that D-Sig. Did pick it up. Made a hit, ended up getting counter-punished right after that, though, and losing his stock, but that was just his first stock. So Blue Team still has the lead. Marker's just been an absolute tank so far in these past 2 games, though. Like, look how long he's holding onto this stock, man. That Ulgrim coming in clutch. And again, that's another one of those moments where it's Marker's placement, where he's not getting hit near a blast zone. He's not getting hit by a move that is going to be, like, really, really strong, unless it's the neutral signature from Sarme, which it's a signature, so it has higher force. But, again, 45-degree angle up and to the left based on the position that he hit it. You're not going to find KOs there as often until you add up a lot of damage.
Oh, man, and now we're at a 4-stock-to-2 scenario here. Blue Team, both relatively healthy. Rayzox got a little bit of damage, but Marker's basically untouched. Now he's taking some hits.
Ooh, Rayzox, Gimp up the top, no. He's able to get back, does a little bit of dash landing, some fancy footwork on the soft platform. Trying to find his way in, but he's kind of doing a whole lot of nothing right now.
Ooh, okay, the 1, 2, 3. But Pavelski finds their way back to the main stage here. And Marker definitely doing a really good job of just kind of harassing them, just putting some pressure. Uh-oh. Oh, this is huge.
That's scary.
Huge.
And that might have been why Rayzox was playing really carefully and kind of like jumping around, really looking for his way in before he actually commits, because he did get knocked out shortly after he picked up the spear, and then we saw the 2v1 combo instantly come out and take out Marker. Now the red team is still behind. Eyes are on Pavelski to see if he's able to stock tank here. The bottom side of that axe recovery from Marker just barely didn't make a connection. Pavelski is out.
All right, well, Sarme has been doing a really good job of clutching a lot of these crazy moments so far. We saw them earlier playing, and Sarme was just, like, he did like, what, 600 plus damage in one of the games? It was ridiculous. So who knows? Sarme could very well do this. I mean, he's a little healthier than the two of them.
Nice
Not so
little
much
weapon
now.
toss there. Good inlights coming out from Marker. Good weapon toss. And the follow-up weapon toss. Great follow-ups from the blue team there, especially at the end. It wasn't like a giant 2v1 combo, but there was like the two-piece ending in the weapon toss, and then the inlight from Marker sent over the edge, and then the double weapon toss, the double tap there to finish things off.
That was spicy. Close that out. It's a
Yeah,
one and a two.
There's that weapon toss. There's the inlight. Sarme goes low, so does the axe, so does the set of gauntlets.
I love the double weapon toss. It's just like, bonk, bonk again. You're just not coming back for sure. But that was really well played. That was really well played. Now we got into our game 4 here, and we need Sarme and Pavelski to start making some plays if they want to keep their winner side of bracket run going. Because I mean, it's only getting tougher from here. We're really getting into the end of this bracket, so they really got to start putting out all the stops here, especially because they're facing going to the elimination side.
Now, I don't know if this is an error. I'm going to say that it's not, but this is something I've never noticed before, is last game Rayzox had 140% accuracy on his signatures. And I think that came from, I'm assuming since that there's not an error, and it was because like you're picking up multiple people.
Yeah.
So if you throw out one signature, picking up two, you have quote-unquote 200% accuracy, which is just stellar.
No, that's actually really, actually, that does make sense because if I remember Rayzox, actually, I forgot what sig it was, but definitely picked up the both of them a couple times, and I think got a stock each time throwing that out. So definitely just some well-placed signatures as well.
Good punish there. Oh, you got the D-Light reset after. That was big. See if they can finish off Rayzox using sweat beads. Like, he's just in the yellow, so it's probably not take off the top, but if they can send him over the edge just like Pavelski did, great neutral light from Marker, picking up 2.
Oh, that was actually kind of nutty. They were both kind of sitting on the ledge, and they kind of baited out Marker. And granted, they weren't able to get anything out there, but like the fact that he went out and they started the combo, they just weren't able to finish it. Like that's wild. The fact that you're even looking at that.
Ooh, Rayzox burning a dodge over on the edge.
Uh-oh.
Sarme was instantly there with the down air, and that is the stock loss. That was a critical error from Rayzox. And I think he did it with like a GCD light, which like who's he gonna hit and actually make a difference there? Because like Rayzox is fresh, Marker's in the orange, so yeah, if you pick up the D light, you might get the side air after. But yeah, that was an interesting choice there from Rayzox.
Oh, that's huge. And now you got some time for a 2v1 here. And you know what? They're just going to take their time. They're going to put a little bit of pressure. But yeah, they're not going to be able to capitalize on that few seconds to really try to maximize off this. All right, that's big. Definitely even things up here. One stock all around. Sarme in a little bit of trouble. Oh, that was almost a great pickup from Rayzox, but just barely off the mark.
Sarme's got to be so careful, though. He just took a bunch of damage on the right side after burning his dodge for an Axe D-Light that didn't make a connection. Great blue team capitalization right after that.
Pavelski was kind of going nutty, comboing the both of them, and now another 2v1 scenario, and it might just be the end of Sarme and Pavelski in this winner side of bracket, because, I mean, a 2v1's rough. I mean, they're both, you know, kind of getting into the red. Marker's a little healthier, and Pavelski's got a lot of life to give, but oh no, this is where things get rough. Missing on the sig, not able to close it out, hitting your own teammate. You're just giving them donations now.
There's one weapon toss. Pavelski over on the edge, complete stage control and corner control. Rayzox backing up. I think he was just really setting up for the follow-up off of the combo rather than if Marker missed, getting the counter punish onto Pavelski. That's going to be 3-1. We're getting upsets today, Skiff.
Yes,
We're getting
we are.
several upsets. Keep in mind, Sarme and Pavelski got second place. Was it second place? Yes, I believe it was second place at Winter Doubles. No, third place.
Okay.
Coco and Munir got second place. So, yeah, we've had major upsets today. If we're looking